Since you mentioned yung ano, yung second prayer, no? Kasi nadidinig ko pinagdidebatihan din yan ng iba. Kasi I thought, no, doon sa karanasan natin dito sa dalawang impeachment trials sa kasaysayan natin, I thought it was clear na pag dito, pag na-impeach ka, di ba, of course, dadaan siya sa trial, no? Eh, sinasabi ng iba kasi, pwede kang mag-resign. Kunwari, si VP nag-resign. So, ibig sabihin ba nun, hindi na pwedeng ituloy yung impeachment trial sa Senado? Or pwede pa para magamit sa kanya yung second prayer, which is perpetual disqualification?
Her resignation will not prevent continuation of the trial sa Senate. Kasi dapat may determination pa. If she's fit for public office based on Article 1, Article 2, or any of the articles. No? Kasi miski na 7 Articles 1, you only need one. You only need conviction for one article to be permanently disqualified for public office. No? So, sa Christian, di ko alam kung saan nanggagaling yung confidence ng Vice President. But hearing her, interject ko lang, no? Maybe not related to the impeachment, but related to her as a person. Kasi in the recent campaign sorties, where she has gone out of her way to campaign for senatorial candidates belonging to quote Claire Castro, no? To the Manchurian candidates team, parang that by itself is a badge of insecurity. Di ba?
Bakit?
Because she is ensuring that, kasi sa impeachment, dapat malaman ng mga nanonood dito, sa impeachment, you need 2/3 vote of the Senate.
16
votes. So, kung meron siyang 24 sila, if she gets 8 votes, if she gets 8 votes that will vote against impeachment, and hindi siya mako-convict. So now, sabi nga there is wisdom in saying of us lawyers, no? If you're strong on the facts, focus on the facts. If you're weak on the facts, then focus on the law, whatever law that is. If you're weak on both the facts and the law, focus on the judge. Diba? Ganun yun. And if you're weak on all three, or you're uncertain of all three, start telling jokes. Stop telling jokes. Make a joke of the whole justice system. And that's what she's doing now. Yung mga, alam mo, Christian, I have great respect for stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
I move around in the entertainment circle. And it takes a lot of preparation. And it takes a lot to say a good joke or a bad joke. I've seen all of jokes. I've heard all of jokes. They are bad jokes.
Yeah.
To say something about somebody's liig. Di ba?
Tsaka yung mansanas. Grabe.
Mansanas to push it down the throat until this person dies. That's a bad joke. Di ba? And she keeps joking about even this assassination attempt. She says it's a joke. Okay. Then she makes herself a designated survivor. That's also a bad joke. Hindi ba? And I have a whole list of bad jokes. I mean, kung wala namang ambisyon maging stand-up comic ang presidente, stop these bad jokes. It is not serving the country well. It's you. It does not dignify your position. In fact, it is unethical under our canons. Idadagdag ko lang na maybe I'm trying to understand where she's coming from. I've been, as I said, nasa practice ako for 47 years. I've had all sorts of clients. I know what crazy looks like.
Does it look like that?
And it looks like that. And when we try to understand where she's coming from, kasi, for instance, I handle courtroom litigation. And it's very important not only what the witness says in court, but how the witness handles himself or herself as a witness. No? Kasi may telltale signs dyan. May mga telltale signs dyan of dysfunctionality or telling lies. etc. And I can see the telltale signs. Maybe because she comes from a dysfunctional family.
Mm.
She has, kasi pag kunyari sa example, annulment case, di ba? Sa annulment case, you try to understand, sino bang psychologically incapacitated dito? Is it the husband or the wife? And so you go to the roots. What was her past? Did she come from a dysfunctional family? And I put a check there. She comes from a dysfunctional family. Even her father says, hindi ko maintindihan yan. She's her own person. In fact, her father disagreed with her when she favored this chief of staff of hers, no? When she favored Attorney Solweta, Attorney Lopez, who lacked the necessary 5 years to be appointed as city administrator of the city of Davao. Sabi ng tatay niya, hindi pwede yan. Wala pang 5 years yan. She insisted. So, even the father disagreed with her back then, in Davao when she insisted. So, talagang may disagreement sila ng father niya. So, broken family. And the other thing I also noticed is, where is she getting her advice from? Because she's blowing hot and cold. Nung nasa Hague siya, nakita natin yung change in demeanor niya, di ba, Christian?
Yeah.
She even thanked the president for what happened, because it allowed her to reconcile, for reconciliation into that broken family. No? She welcomed her stepsister, and they became one family. She thanked the president. You could see that she was very calm, and then she became ballistic again. So I guess it's blowing hot and cold. That's the sign of crazy. That's the sign of dysfunction. Now, if she doesn't get parental guidance, because I don't think she's also close to her mother, she should, kasi marriage emancipates. When you get married, you are emancipated. People are asking, Teka, where is the husband in all of this? We haven't seen the husband in any official functions, not in the State of the Nation address, not in public functions. And so maybe also there is no guidance from, or companionship from somebody who should be giving her advice, her spouse. So walang parental advice, walang spousal guidance. So she's on her own. Maybe what she needs, and I give this advice to my client, maybe what she needs, because I saw your show, no? I saw your show, one of your shows, when you critiqued her, when Senator Llamas said that, do you call him Edu?
Yeah, Edu Manzanas. Yeah.
Si Edu Manzanas.
Sometimes justice, sometimes commissioner, sometimes cardinal.
I just call him pangit.
Pwede rin.
When he commented, and one of your other guests commented that she seems to be enraged. She seems to be very angry and enraged, and that's why she's lashing at everybody. No, that's a sign of imbalance. In fact, I saw one other. I don't know if it was. Kasi meron akong nakita nakalagay. Even if the crowd, she was talking to the crowd, and the crowd was shouting BBM. So
sa Manila yan.
That was in Manila when she was talking about Duterte and BBM, and this shows you how dysfunctional she is now. In that campaign rally, she talked about what are the qualities. You saw that, no? What are the qualities of good candidates? So meron siyang tatlo. Tatlong qualities of a good candidate. And I took note of that. Yung hindi daw, yung may track record daw, no? Hindi yung sasayaw, hindi yung entertainment, no? Ganon. Tapos yung hindi nagbabayad, hindi yung nagbibigay ng pera. Meron din siyang sinabi na hindi dapat automatic ang endorsement. Pag in-endorse siya ng isang influencer people, hindi dapat automatic. So 3, exactly But when she was saying that, I said, she is exactly describing her candidates.
Yeah.
Di ba? So parang,
Mm.
and then she goes on to say, after she says, these are the qualifications of who you should vote for. Then she says, mag-block voting kayo. So parang dysfunctional, disjointed. So people were saying, ano ba yun? What's the word? When you have an out-of-body experience, lutang. Parang
Akala ko astral projection.
Parang she was an out-of-body experience. She was talking about this, and then she was looking at herself, and then she says, "Oh, black voting na lang." Parang lutang.